Hello, Leo. Healing Grasshopper here to do your April 2024 reading. I am sorry I've been away for so long. I've been dealing with some personal issues, and also I cannot tell a lie. I've kind of given up on the YouTube algorithm for a while, um, where it just kind of dropped me and was not putting out my videos. So that was discouraging, but I won't let it discourage me any more, I promise. No matter what happens with the algorithm, I will still be here. Um, I'm not going to worry about the algorithm. I'm going to focus on giving you guys the content and the guidance that you come here for. So, having said that, guys, just click the like button for me and subscribe, which does a lot to get my videos out there. And if you're already subscribed, check anyway, because YouTube tends to unsubscribe folks for whatever reason. I don't know why it does this, but just check. Some of you might uh, see that you're unsubscribed, so just resubscribe for me. So anyway, we are starting with the Lenormands. Um, which I'm happy to see that you guys are moving towards a transformation here. We have the mountain that is an obstacle to your transformation that's full of potential. The stars is the potential, the stork is the transformation. It's moving towards a positive change. The whip points to an argument that you are having about um, information or a protocol of the way to do something. I don't know. You guys are arguing over something, which is the obstacle. So we're going to see what that's about. Who are you arguing with? It feels like someone someone who's involved in this transformation. You're not in it alone, like a business partner or a spouse or someone who has vested interest in this transformation in some way. And there's kind of an argument about how to go about things. Reversed? No, this is upright. Okay. Three of Cups. What else we got, Spirit? For Leo. Okay, so Three of Cups. I was thinking one business partner or a spouse, which it very well may be for some of you. For others, it can be more than one person that you're arguing with. It can be three or more people. Um, but at any rate, this is you and someone else who have a common goal, but you're butting heads over how to proceed. Knight of Cups. Yeah, see, there's a lot of emotion in here. What else we got really up here? Okay. The Magician. Okay. Good. That's good. Happy to see the Magician in this. But my eyes went straight to the cup there. Yeah. This is very emotionally charged. And the whip can mean passion as well. You know, the passion can be a little misguided in places in this situation. What do we got for Leo spirit? The star. You got two stars here. Trying to think of who else. There's another sign that got the star and the stars. I think it was Gemini. You want to check that out. Seven of Swords. Oh dear. Here comes the conflicts. One more and we'll start talking about this. Oh boy. Okay, so like I said, Three of Cups. You've got at least one other person other than you who is invested in this endeavor. Then you have Knight of Cups, who is really led by his emotions. You've got the Magician, where, like I said, it's kind of hard to ignore the cup in the Magician because it's really um, most visible in it, but still, I'm going to trust my intuition here, and because I'm really focused on that cup. So, and it's on the top of the reading here, which tells me that there are a lot of emotions that are getting in the way of what's important here. Um, the star talks about oh, well, actually, let's stay with the magician for a moment. The magician talks about, and then the star after it talks about your potential and how this venture is valid and that it's full of potential and can really produce something good. It's just that we've got a little bit of conflict going on here, where the Seven of Swords is in the center of the reading here, which means all parties, both parties or all parties, if there are more than one here, think that they're right. And then, there's sharp tongues and, saying things that one will regret later and people's feelings getting hurt and even getting to the point where they want to walk away. I don't know if this is you or this is you. Yeah, you're fed up with the arguing. All right, let's see the other three cards. Page of Swords. We have more swords here. At least two more. Clear it, please. Yeah, I just heard it in my own voice, like defeat and disappointments. Another sword. Okay, at the very least, here there needs to be compromise. And you know what? Before the compromise, maybe the Six of Swords. I wouldn't walk away from this, but maybe you guys need to go into your corners for a bit and recharge before you come back to the table and talk about this. Because I know that no one wants to walk away from this. King of Wands. See? What did I say? No one wants to walk away from this. You see the potential. You want to proceed forward. We have an outcome card, please. Leo, it's going to be all right. Look, you started with the mountain here, which is, it says this is in the forefront. This is what's really on your mind. Like, I don't know how to get past this. You're at a loggerheads. Is this our outcome card? No, it's not for us. There. Yeah, see? What did I say? That you don't see your way out of this. But the Eight of Swords is one of those cards where one feels like the situation is hopeless, but it's not true what you're telling yourself. That the situation is in your head much worse than it actually is. And by the way, it's not just you, Leo. The other people involved in this, it's the same thing. Like everybody is making too big of a deal out of this. And by the way, everyone wants their own way. It's not going to work. You guys are going to have to find a way to compromise. And you know what, Leo? It may very well be that you are right, but for the sake of moving forward, try and concede whatever you can that's not going to harm things so you can move forward. You know what that is. If there are some things because I really don't feel like this is one problem. This is like a pile of problems, right? So you need to sort through each thing one by one and choose your battles. If you kind of give the other parties here a little slack in the situation, in the things that don't matter so much, then you may be able to get your way in the things that do matter, right? Just show a little good faith to them and I'm sure they'll whoops, the scythe. I picked up the wrong deck. Do we need the scythe? No. Yeah, we don't want the scythe in this situation. Or maybe that's the way you're feeling. You're feeling the scythe. The scythe is like, nope, I'm done, you know? Look at the ship. But the ship is saying, no, you're not done. You can proceed forward. Um, yeah, I didn't mean to pick up that deck. This is the deck I meant to pick up. Look at Knight of Cups again. You're in your feels. That's okay. Let everybody, including yourself, feel the way they feel. Take a beat. That's all. Just stop arguing for a moment and give yourself a week or two and circle back later when you're more clear-headed and not so much in your feels. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords next to the King of Swords. It's like there needs to be an equal measure of observation and talking, right? Give and take here. Wow, the Four of Pentacles has come out for almost everyone this month. Just choose your words wisely, right? Don't let your what you don't let your passions and your anger and all your emotions uh, lead your actions and your words. So you need to think things through and do things in a more, like I said, you're gonna take a week or two, a couple of days or whatever, however long that you feel necessary to gather your thoughts and really plan this out before you say anything else. Strategize. Right, strategize for sure. Remember, I said choose your battles and see which things really matter and which things don't. If they don't matter, again, let them have it, and then fight for the things that do matter, but in a diplomatic way. Be careful because the star, this has potential. You don't want to let this go. Ace of Pentacles. Is this reversed? No. And what did I just say? Potential. Do we have any more? No, that's it. This is going to be lucrative, guys. You can put the Ace of Pentacles next to the star. Okay, let's get some advice cards. Anything here? No? Wait. Okay, you have one Lakshmi card coming. We'll let Spirit choose this way because this deck is hard for me to shuffle. Oops. This one. Chandra. Okay. Chandra, the moon god. Okay. Let's see what Chandra has to tell. Chandra is a powerful and influential god who is the bestower of the nectar of immortality. This beautiful young man rides a chariot drawn by horses across the sky each night. Born in the ocean of milk and nearly blinding the gods with his light, he was sent off into the cosmos to become the satellite known as the moon. After a number of difficult, I see where this is going already. After a number of difficult love affairs, he was cursed and became much smaller, but when it was reversed, he grew bigger again. Hence the waning and waxing of the moon. Chandra is a popular god who assists people with emotional disorders. Channeled message from Chandra. See me growing larger each night until some people look and act quite crazy, but others meditate with me and grow wiser and receive many blessings from me. Learn in life that the energies that suit one person will not suit another. But when you know these things, you may choose wisely and find peace, right? So it's talking about how the person or people that you're dealing with may not be thinking as clearly as you are, but you've got to find a way to see them to to get to their level and get on the same page with them so you can communicate with them, right? So first we need to diffuse the emotions, and then we can think rationally and diplomatically. Okay? Let me know how this turns out, Leo. Um, I'd love to hear about this from in the comments section. Tell me if this resonates, and I will be engaging with you there. Okay? So good luck with this. Love, light, and many blessings.